Article 3 Bill of Rights. Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied in the equal protection of the law. So, uh, walang taong pwedeng pagkaitan ng kanilang buhay, ari-arian at kalayaan. Dahil kapag ito ay inyong pinagkaitan, walang equal protection ang batas. Section 2, the right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effect against unreasonable search and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable. So the purpose is to protect the privacy and the sanctity of the person and of his houses and other possession found therein against intrusion by agents of the state. So section 3, the privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon the lawful order of the court or when the public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by the law. So any evidence obtained in violation of this proceeding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose for any proceeding. So it has been defined that as the right of person to be free from undesired publicity or disclosure of his communication and correspondence, and as a right, as the right to live without unwarranted interference by the public in matters with which the public is not necessarily concerned. Section 4, no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech or for expression or of the press or the right of the people peaceably as to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. So everyone has the right to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart information and ideas without interference by public authority and regardless of frontiers. So section 5, no law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So the free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for exercise of civil and political rights. So, dito sinasabi na walang batas na nagsasabing bawal umattend sa mga magsagawa ng mga magsagawa ng pananampalataya. So lahat tayo ay may karapatan manampalataya at walang sinuman ang makakapigil. So section 6, the liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall the right to travel be impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health as may be provided by the law. So, it is the right of a person to have his own house, whatever place he choose, and thereafter to change it at will. So, to go where he pleases, except in the interest of the national security, public safety, and public health. So section 7, the right of people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized, access to official records and to documents and to papers pertaining to official acts. So this covers information on matters of public concern. It pertains to official records, documents, and papers pertaining to official acts, transaction, or decisions. So, Section 8, the right of people, including those employed in the public and private sectors, to form unions, associations, or societies for purpose not contrary to law shall not be abridged. So, Section 8, it is a freedom of association, includes the freedom not to associate, or if one is already a member, the right to unionize is an economic and labor right, while the right to association is generally is a civil political right. Section 9, private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. So, this section says that no one shall take or buy your private property without just compensation. So they can buy your private property if it is used for public. Section 10, no law impairing the obligation of contracts shall be passed. So the obligation of contract is the law or duty which binds the parties to perform their agreement according to its term or intent. If it is not contrary to law, moral good, customs, public order, or public policy. So, Section 11, free access to the court and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. So, no people shall be prohibited to have a quasi-judicial and adequate legal assistance even though you are rich or poverty. So, in this country, when it comes to law, we are equal. Section 12, any person under investigation for the commission of offense shall have the right to be informed of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably by his own. So this says that person, when you're arresting a person, you need to read his right to inform him, and says that he has the right to have a counsel, and this right cannot be waived except in writing and in the preference of counsel. Section 13, all persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall, before conviction, be bailable by sufficient sureties or be released on recognized as may be provided by the law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. So, it is a security given to for the release of a person in the custody of the law. So, furnished by him or a bondsman, conditioned upon his appearance before any court as required. So, Section 14, no person shall be held to answer for criminal offense without due process of law. In all criminal prosecution, the accused shall be presumed innocent. So, the presumption of innocence is the legal principle that one is considered innocent until proven guilty. So, the presumption of innocence is a legal right for accused in a criminal trial. So, Section 17, no person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. So, no accused will be a witness by himself. Accused must need a separate witness wherein he can protect or say the truth of what the accused was done. Section 18, no person shall be denied solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspiration. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except a punishment of crime whereof a party shall have been duly convicted. So it is a condition where one is compelled by force, coercion, or imprison and against his will to labor for another whether it is paid or not. Section 19, excessive fines shall not be imposed nor cruel degrading or inhuman punishment inflicted. Neither shall the death penalty be imposed unless for compelling reason involving heinous crimes and Congress thereafter provides for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to reclusion perpetua. So, no law shall allow the punishment just like degrading or inhuman for the punishment of a criminal. So the only way to punish criminal is to detain and when if it is grave offense like murder, the only punishment that can impose is the reclusion perpetua. So, Section 20, no person shall be imprisoned, debt, or non-payment of poll tax. So, it says that a tax is not a debt. A tax is not a debt since it is an obligation arising from law. Hence, it's not payment may be validly punished with imprisonment. Only poll tax is covered by the constitutional provision. So if an accused failed to pay the fines imposed upon him, this may result in his subsidiary imprisonment because his liability is ex delicto and ex contracto. So Section 21, no person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment. So when a person was charged with an offense and the case was terminated by acquittal or conviction or any other manner without his consent, he cannot again be charged with the same or identical offense. So Section 22, so no ex post facto law or Bureau of Attenders shall be enacted. So changes the punishment and inflicts a greater punishment than law annexed to the crime when it was committed. So it alters the legal rules of evidence and receives less or different testimony than the law required at the time of the commission of the offense in order to convict the defendant. That's all, sir.